Hey trappers, Dale Billingsley here, Billingsley Brand Lures. So guys, what I want to talk to you about today is a little bit on mink. Now, I mentioned some of this stuff back in a video last year, but I think it's worth bringing back up again. It's something that's not talked about very much at all, if any. Hasn't been in publications since probably the 20s at least, and that is flagging mink at a mink set. And it can be done, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do this, give you a couple of ideas, and we'll kind of go over some things here. So stay with me, we'll get right into it. All right guys, so all I've done is bent a little light wire and put a little eye up there at the top of it and hung some fish line on it. Now it would be great to put a swivel in here, and you might even want to add a small weight in there somewhere to kind of hold this so that it's solid. You know, not solid, but it's hanging straight up and down. And all that is a Colorado blade off of a fishing spinner. Now, you can use colored ones like I have here, or you can use silver, you can use chrome, or not chrome, but that is silver. Nickel or bronze, something of that sort. Anything to get that mink's attention. And then your bait would go back in the back of the pocket as normal, and then the trap would be set out here in front of it. This thing is deadly on mink. Now, the only drawback is, by using this, if you have a lot of coon in your country, you are going to catch the living crap out of coon this way. Because anything shiny, they're going to see it too. But nonetheless, you're still going to catch several mink like this as well. Now, you can, if it's legal, and it is here, and if it's legal in your state to do it, I would suggest hanging feathers versus the spinner blade. But if it's not legal, that spinner blade right there will sure enough catch their eye and catch a pile of mink. Now, you can move this thing around. It doesn't have to be up that high. You can move it to where it's, you know, off over here, down closer to the mouth of the pocket. You could move it out here in front of it if you wanted to. Anything, you know, you're limited by your imagination only. So don't be afraid to experiment with that, you know, as to where you like it for you. That's a very deadly option there, a very deadly set to use. All right, guys, another set that is absolutely deadly on mink to use on a straight up and down bank where you can get these in is to dig this half moon horseshoe shaped cut in the bank. And you can see where I've got my trap set there, and you can see how I got it. Now, this would be in the water. Now, I don't have a problem with guys using these up on dry ground. They do work. The only problem is a lot of times on dry ground, you're going to catch, you know, some off stuff. You're going to catch some possums and that kind of stuff. But what you do is put these down at the water's edge with just enough water to cover that trap, and that's it. And then back in here in the back, you start back here where it's dry, and you scatter a few feathers back underneath there. And basically what you've done is created a walkthrough for mink. You've got this berm of dirt out here along the edge of the water. You've got this nice walk-through area. You can pin a fish or a crawdad or a frog or anything back there in the back. You can put a little lure up here in the top lip. And again, we've got our flag hanging. These things are super deadly on mink when you can put them in. Now, like I said, I don't have a problem if a guy wants to put some of these up on dry ground. That's fine. You're going to catch, you know, you're going to catch some fox, you're going to catch a bobcat now and then, a bunch of coon, you're going to catch some possums. You know, you're going to catch a little of everything with this thing on dry ground. And I would bed the trap in just like I have here, but, you know, bed it in just like you would if you were predator trapping. Put a pan cover over it and sift it in the ground. Now, don't go crazy with the covering. You want just enough of dry dirt on top of that thing to cover it, and that's it. You know, you don't go no 1/2 or 3/4 of an inch like you would if you were putting in a coyote set. So, guys, there's another really super deadly little mink set. that works really well. And you can dig these things as long as you want to, and you could put a trap on each end of them and take a double that way, easy enough. I just made this one here just for demonstration purposes, just to give you all an idea of another set that you can use on mink. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this little video right here. It's not a very long one, I understand that, but I do believe there's some pretty good information in there if you choose to use it. Guys, again, I sure appreciate you tuning in and watching. I appreciate everything you've done for this channel. Appreciate all the subscriptions, and if you would please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for me, hit that thumbs up and that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my content. Also wanted to let you know, guys, that I will be in Escanaba, Michigan at the NTA convention. We're leaving out of here next Wednesday. Mike Houck from Last Step Trap Supply and Hide Tanning and myself, we're leaving out of here early next Wednesday morning to head that way. So if you're in Escanaba, please stop by and say hi to us, and we'd love to meet every one of you. Also, if there's any of you that are interested in any lure, you know, that you want to pick up there, a pre-order, you know, get it in, you know, get it to me before next Wednesday morning, and that way I can make sure to get it on the truck for you. Anyway, guys, thanks again. And once again, this is Dale Billingsley with another one. Signing out.